All right, fourth grade. This is a short review video. We're going to work on multiplying 3 digits by 1 digit and 4 digit by 1 digit multiplication problems. All right, so we're going to work on our 3 digit by 1 digit multiplication problems first. First problem reads 389 times 4. Okay, anytime you work on a multiplication problem, you're going to always start with the ones place. 9 is in the ones place up top. 4 is in the ones place on the bottom. So we're going to start with this one. 9 times 4 is 36. The 3 in 36 is in the tens place, so it needs to go in the next place value here. The 6 in 36 is in the ones place, so it goes in our answer piece. Okay? Just writing this down as a note. So 9 times 4 is 36. Now, asking tens place times ones place. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35. Okay, again, I'm just writing it here so I know what goes where. The 3 is in the tens place, so it goes in the next place value, 3. And then my 5 again is in the ones place. Okay, so it's going to go in this place value right here. Okay, now that I use this, I'm going to cross off so I know I don't have to do anything else with that. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. I don't really have to do anything with putting it over to the next spot because there are no numbers. So 15 just goes right here. But I'm not finished because I have more than 3 numbers. So starting from the right, 1, 2, 3 means I have to put my comma. These are just little marks. Okay. All right, I'm going to use the same problem, but I'm going to show another strategy, okay, using an area model. So when we have an area model, we're going to go ahead and take our 4, we're just going to put that off to the side. And then I'm going to separate these by how many places that I have in my number. Okay, so I have 389. I have 3 different digits in my problem. So starting with the greatest box, 3 represents 300. 8 represents 80, and the 9 represents 9. What you can do is add this little addition sign that lets you know you're going to add up these 3 partial products, okay? So we're looking to find a partial product here, here, and here in these blank spaces. So what we're going to do is go with our whole numbers that are non-zeros first. So 4 times 3 is 12. I'm okay with the language saying you add 2 zeros as long as you understand when you add those 2 zeros, you're multiplying times 10, which means it becomes 10 times greater with each 0. 10 times greater with each 0. Okay, so it is now 10 times greater once we added that 1 0, because it goes from 12 to 120, which is now 10 times greater. We have that second 0 here, which is now again another 10 times 0. 10 times greater. Okay. Come on. All right, 4 times 8 is 32. 10 times greater, that's why that 0 is there. And lastly, 4 times 9 is 36. All right, the problem that I see when we're working on area model or multiplication as a problem is that we need to go back and check our work. It's sometimes just a simple little math fact that we just make an oopsie on that we need to go back and check a couple different times, okay? So sometimes we'll see 4 times 3 looks like 16, so it becomes 1,600, and then when you add up the rest of the numbers, it's wrong, even though your strategy may be correct because the basic math fact is incorrect. So when you're working on your math, especially multiplication, please check your work. All right. Almost done. Now we need to go ahead and add up these 3 partial products. Okay, so I'm going to start with my greatest number, which is 1,200, and add my next greatest, which is 320. As you notice, I'm lining them up according to their place value, and lastly, 36. you're having a hard time keeping them lined up. So if you make these little lines, that helps you kind of keep track with what numbers should go where. Okay, and then we're just going to add them up. 0 plus 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. What do we do with the 1? Bring it down. There's my comma. So this area model represents what we should be doing, partial product with separating our place values. Okay? And it's an alternative or a second way to check your work. We have 1,556, which when we use our standard algorithm, which we get the same answer. So two different ways to get to the same answer. And this is a really good way, if you're strong in this area, start with this one and then check with that one. Okay? Strong in standard algorithm, start with this and then check with this. Okay? We're going to do another problem now, working on our 4-digit by 1-digit problem. Both ways. All right. 1,574 times 6. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start with our ones place because that's what we always have to do. 4 times 6 is, I'm going to write the number 24. 4 is in our ones place here, so the 2 tells me it's going to go up top to the next place value. Okay, done with that. 7 times 6 is 42, plus that 2 is 44. Cross this off because I'm done. I've added it up. That 4 here goes right here. The 4 here goes next door. Okay. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 plus that 4 is 34. Okay. 4 is in the smaller place value. It goes right where it should. And that 3 goes next door. Okay. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. Here's my comma. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and use an alternative method, a second way to check our work, and that's going to be using an area model. Okay, I'm going to put my 6 off to the side, and there's only one space for it because there's only that one single digit. Okay, but I have 4 numbers in my thousands place, so I'm going to go ahead. Might need to give a little bit more space. All right, so it starts with the greatest space here because the thousands place is the greatest value. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write what 1 in the thousands place represents. 1 in the thousands place represents 1,000 plus 5 in the hundreds place, which is 500. 7 in the tens place, which is 70, and 4 in the ones place. Okay, now we need to find the partial products for each one. 6 times 1 is 6. 1, 2, 3 zeros there. 10 times 10 times 10 times greater. All right, 6 times 5 is 30. Those 2 zeros here. Here's my comma. 6 times 7 is 42. 10 times greater. And 6 times 4 is 24. Oh, I didn't even need to change that space. Good job. All right, now I need to add my partial products up. Okay, I'm going to start with my greatest number, which is 6,000. Next number, which is 3,000, 420, and 24. Again, please make sure you're lining it up. If you need to draw those lines, you go ahead and do that. Otherwise, just be very careful and check your work. Okay? 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 2. Plus 2 is 4. 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 6 plus 3 is 9. Don't forget my comma. Bam. All right, so this number, this product, the total product is now 9,444. And I know that because when I add up my partial remember meaning a part of, partial products, I get my total product. And if I take a look, it shows that my standard algorithm problem was done correctly also, because these two numbers are the same. Okay? All right, so what you're going to work on are 3-digit by 1-digit and 4-digit by 1-digit problems. Again, these are review problems, and if you're forgetting how to do it, this video should help a little bit with both standard algorithm and area model method. Okay? If you have questions, you know what to do. You need to ask me, because I haven't quite mastered the skill of looking into your brains and hearing your thoughts. It's probably good. Okay, so if you have questions, you know what to do. Please, please, please ask. Okay, otherwise, have a great review day and happy Monday. I miss you guys.